What's up, guys? Child support teacher here, classes in session. Today I'm going to make a quick video about why child support is destroying people's lives. Okay, now as much as I like you guys, I have to start out by saying that, as always, nothing in this video is going to constitute legal advice. Okay, nothing here is an invitation to start an attorney-client relationship. This is for information and educational purposes only, edutainment. And so now I'm going to get into why child support is destroying people's lives. All right, so the answer is pretty simple. Okay, what's happening is when mom goes out, and it's usually mom, sometimes it's dad, most of the time it's mom. When mom goes out and gets Medicaid and food stamps on behalf of a baby or herself, part of that, as I understand it, part of that application process asks her if she's getting child support. And if she says no, then she has just unknowingly initiated, this process where the state's going to go after dad aggressively for child support. So dad gets papers in the mail, or, if it's an administrative child support case, which is a big problem. You never want to go and do an administrative child support case. Or he gets served by a process server. He doesn't take the process seriously, doesn't think it's as serious as it is, or B, and this is the big one. This is the big one. Dad doesn't have this much information. This much information that could have changed everything, right? Could have made such a big difference, right? The reason that child support is destroying people's lives is because of a lack of information, right? It's the whole reason that this channel's been created. So far I've been making a new video every day. So if you're going through the child support process, definitely subscribe to this channel and watch all these videos, because you're going to be ahead of 90%, 95% of the other dads or parents who are kind of going through this process. But this much information, guys, people's lives are being destroyed, okay, financially. The administrative child support process allows for not even judges, lawyers, administrative judges, to enter child support against you pretty much without even taking a minute to hear anything you have to say. And they will order 2 years of back child support. If your kid's over 2 years old and you haven't paid child support through the system in the last 2 years, they're probably going to try to hit you for 2 years of back child support before the date of their petition being filed. And so you've got dads who are just entering the system, right? And they've got this tremendous debt with this very aggressive interest rate if they're late on it. And if they had this much information, right, it might not have turned out that way. And, you've got a young man or a young woman, you've got a young parent who's just starting their life. They're just trying, they're trying to get out there. They're trying to get their foot in the door and build a career and build a life for themselves. And they get nailed with this tremendous debt, the 2 years of back child support. And now they get hit for this major payment every month, and they just can't get ahead, right? They can't get ahead because they got hit for more child support than they were supposed to. In a tremendous number of cases, that's what happens. And they just say, hey, F it. Why am I even doing this? It's not worth it. Why even try? Because they're just going to take all my money away from me. And it's destroying people's lives. People can't own a home because of child support. Not everybody, but a ton of people can't own a freaking home because of child support, right? They got hit for 2 years back child support. They can't qualify for a mortgage. They owe like $20,000 in retroactive child support, right? The mortgage company's not going to touch them if they don't make more than like $60,000 or $70,000 a year. because guess what? They're going to have a rent payment. They're going to have a car payment. They're going to have, an electric bill and a cell phone bill and everything else. You add to that a big fat child support bill and a big fat bill to repay back child support on top of that. It's stacking the deck against parents. Mainly it's guys. Okay, not nothing against the ladies. I mean, in my firm we represent ladies too, but I mean it's mainly guys that it happens to, and it's a problem, I would say, of epidemic proportions. And, it's not in the news, right? You're not going to see it in the news. But it is absolutely destroying people's lives. And the biggest thing, like I said, is a lack of information. And it doesn't take you, hitting the law books for 2 years to figure out what to do. I mean, this much information, right? Like for instance, if you subscribe to this channel and just on your commute to work, just watch a couple of the videos, right? You're going to have more information than some lawyers out there who are getting involved in Department of Revenue cases, right? Because most lawyers, they're used to dealing with child support in a divorce or a child custody type of case, which is totally different than dealing with child support in a Department of Revenue, with the state or the administrative Department of Revenue type child support case. Totally different animal. And, this channel I talk about both, but it's a lack of information, y'all. And it's literally killing people, right? Like I haven't researched this, but I know common sense will tell you. People, I can damn near guarantee you that there's going to be a large number of people out there who have committed suicide, right? Because they couldn't see a way out financially, right? People have just given up on trying because they feel like, they're banging their head against a brick wall. There's no way escaping. They're in a pit. It's court ordered. The court's going after them for contempt. So, they say, F it, I'm just going to go off the grid. I'm going to, not work and just never pay this. And, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. I mean, how many more people out there could be, starting businesses and earning six figures and, building a great life for themselves and their families, right? Building some wealth to pass down to their kids, right? But they can't even start that because they got raked over the coals so bad through the child support process that they just, they have no hope. They have no hope. And then they fall behind. They fall behind on their payments. They fall behind on their back child support payments. And then you got this aggressive delinquency interest rate that gets tacked on. And then, 7 years later, dad who maybe owed $10,000 in retroactive child support now owes $80 because of the interest rate on delinquent support. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, child support is destroying people's lives, and it's for lack of knowledge. It's for lack of information. And so, this channel was created. It's the whole reason that, class is in session. I say that every time because that's kind of what it is, right? It's the reason this channel is here. It's the reason I sit here and take some time out of each of my days to put these videos out, is because I want to provide free, useful information. I don't want any more lives to be destroyed, right? I don't, because everyone's talking about the economy, everyone's talking about the unemployment rate, and all of this stuff. But how much better could the economy be if everyone whose lives have been destroyed by child support, if that hadn't happened, and they were all business owners, right, making money and spending money in the economy? How much better would we be, in the United States, in the whole world? And so, that's some of my personal beliefs, right? Is the system broken? I think in order for something to be broken, it would have had to been whole in the first place, right? Because you can only break something that at one point wasn't broken. So I just don't think it was created fairly. I don't. I think it was probably created by folks who, you know, don't really understand how hard it is to struggle and to try to make something of yourself. And the system was created by people who were already somebody, right? They already had money, they already had security, financial security, right? They already had their crap together. I think if the system was created by people who know what it's like to struggle and to suffer financially, yeah, I think some things would be different. So I can't do that. I'm not in a position to do that. So when I go to work every day, I have to play by the rules. But my personal feelings are are what they are. And so anyway, listen, I'm gonna cut it here because at this point, I'm just ranting. But listen, if you feel what I'm saying, if you can relate to this, if there's some good information here, smash that like button. It really helps us in the YouTube algorithms and helps other people find this channel. Check out, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time we drop a new video, which is, so far, it's been a lot. I'm planning on doing one, at least every other day. Tell other people about this channel. If someone else is going through this process, or maybe they've already been through this process. We have a lot of videos on modification of child support, and there's going to be a lot more coming out. We're also creating video courses, right? Online courses where, it's basically child support school online. Very cheap, very in-depth, very effective, child support battle skills. That's the first course that we're working on right now. When that drops, I will put a link in the description below this video. But guys, I really appreciate you, just kind of hanging in there, watching, listening to me rant about my personal feelings here. Yeah, I just appreciate all the support for the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, stay strong.